what has COVID been like for someone that dedicates their life to being an artist like yourself, and that gets inspiration from traveling, from being outdoors, and from having real life experiences?
Well, COVID, of course, affect our profession really much. I mean, we are not working. I'm not working since almost a year right now. I mean, I'm not working. I'm not playing. I'm not. I'm not having gigs. And yes, it was kind of weird in the beginning. But then you used to, it's like, you know that it's a period that you need to pass through, and things gonna be normal again for me really soon. So especially for me was like a really nice period. I can have a forced stop, like it was like, I've been traveling the last 10 years a lot, and this stop make me rebuild many things in my mind and in my life, in my career. So I think it was a good thing for me, especially. It was like a necessary stop that you don't realize when you are in the like willing, like every day with things and things and things and things, and you don't think about it. But then when you have this nice period to think in all the things that you are running and you are it's happening around your life,
Yep.
it's a good moment to stop and be quiet and see what is good, what is not good for you. So yeah, definitely was a weird period, but for me was a really, really necessary and really good.
Right, nice. So it's been like basically a period of, reflection for you. You're obviously an established artist. You've got your own parties in Barcelona that you host and stuff like that. So I guess, maybe from that perspective where you've maybe, been pushing through all those years, producing, throwing parties, organizing, traveling, going to festivals, right now that you've reached that level, that you're established, like I can understand that it's nice to have a year to grasp that perspective.
It's hard, honestly. It's hard. It's still hard because you are used to work. I'm involved in several projects, and not only music. I had the club, I had the label, I have many different things running in my life. I have the family too. That is like an important thing.
It's a good project, yeah.
Yeah. So there is so many things that when you are, I mean, in this world, running and running and running, in the end, you are used to. But definitely, again, was a really good moment for me on this perspective that you say, like reflection, and I can stop and think about all the things, what is good, what is not good, what I can change to be better, to make this more profit, for make this more happy for me, like
Yep.
it was a really good period for that.
All right, that's nice to hear, man. I've heard from, I've heard all kinds of experiences, throughout COVID. Some artists, being mostly like extremely depressed and not being able to produce because they're not motivated. But then I've also heard, quite a few artists, jumping into experimentation, to like with productions and stuff like that. Do you feel like, well, you've released a couple projects during the pandemic era. Well, one of them, maybe one of the biggest ones, is your project on the Hot Steel compilation on Nina Kravitz's label, which was released July, I think, last year. So you know, in relation to this, how do you feel, you know, that you've experimented with your productions? Has it helped you, you know?
For me, it was no different. Maybe the first month I was like worried about the situation, like everybody, because we never experiment a situation like this. So the first month, maybe it was like maybe losing, you know, the vibe. I mean, not only in production, in life, you know, it was like, what the fuck is happening here? I'm really positive person, and I'm like fast going forward, you know. I never been stuck in my life too much, you know. I'm not a depressive people. I'm more than energetic and quite positive. So in some point, for me, mostly of the time I'm a daily guy. I'm not more into the night, only my gigs, but I'm not producing in on night so much, you know. So I don't spend a night and entire night in my studio. I'm quite daily daily person. So in some point I'm honestly, I have a really good time, especially in the studio, in the workflow here, having the time and not having the pressure to get gigs, to fly, to manage anything. You only can do music, you know. So that's pretty amazing when you have a busy life. If you can only spend the whole day on making music, make you really, I mean, for me it was like I'm involved in several projects since the pandemic, with different guys, with different friends, with making many different stuff into the music, because it's what I feel the most, you know.